Hey there, role players. I'm Elle, President and CEO here at Roll, and I'm here to show you how you can easily set up any game you want to play on the Roll platform using both our community template system and official game rooms provided by the developers and publishers of games you love. Let's dive in. You can see here on the Roll dashboard we have many officially supported titles. These are titles that we have official game rooms for that are themed, filled with game materials, and ready for you to dive into right away. There's also, of course, our template database where you can search for any game you'd like and browse the thousands and thousands of community templates that have been made by other people on the Roll platform like you. Let's say that today we want to create a Mork Borg game room. Well, we could go into the template database and we could say, hey, show me some Mork Borg content. And it's going to show us a slew of different sheets and templates from various creators and people on the platform. As we can see here, we can see various sheets that are compatible with the game. We could save them to our account. We could then import them into our game room. But luckily for this particular title, we actually have an official game room for Mork Borg. All game rooms on the Roll platform are always free for you to use, whether it is a title you have purchased here or purchased elsewhere or have not yet purchased at all and are just interested in checking out. You're always able to jump right in and start playing for free. We start here with our free and easy Mork Borg room. Let's give our room a name. Doom Fantasy. You can, of course, give your room an optional password, although I think at this time we're going to leave it open. We're going to create our room. And now, if we wanted to, we can dive in and connect to an audio and video call. And of course, if this is your first time on the Roll platform, you're going to also have the pleasure of going through a fast and easy first-time user experience to teach you everything the Roll platform can do. You'll see that we have audio and video tools, our Sheets panel system, our Play panel and Play tools, and of course, all the easy ways that you can connect across the community and invite people to play your game. Now that we're in our room and connected to a video call, let's take a quick tour of everything it has to offer. Most pre-made rooms on Roll come at least with pre-gen characters and at least one blank sheet. Some rooms come with much, much more, depending on the system, depending on what materials make it easiest for you to play. But let's say you have your party coming to get together and they don't want to go through all of the rigors of character creation for their first session, and they just want to jump in and pick a character that seems cool. Today, I'm going to look at Duval, the Cursed Skinwalker. And let's say I want to play this sheet. I'm going to look through these materials and say, oh yeah, this looks cool. Got some leather armor, got a bow, got a crowbar. Yeah, this sounds great. I'll play this character. That's going to add that automatically to my journal. And of course, our easy to use sheets and template system makes it really fast to browse to any section of the sheet I want, look at my powers, look at my survival. And of course, if I want to customize the layout of my sheet to help me better read the information in a way that is good for me, I can of course drag and rearrange sections of my sheet without losing any of the critical information I need. And I can add as many sheets as I want to my journal. So if I have this character sheet, but I want to also add perhaps another sheet for note-taking or some sort of special tracker that I've built, or again, if you're a game master, you may have many sheets that you use to help run your adventure. Your journal can be as filled out as you'd like it to be. This room also comes with quite a few official materials from Mork Borg. Let's go into our books and apps. Wow, look at that. We have the Mork Borg Bare Bones Edition for those people who want to try out Mork Borg for free. It essentially contains all the basic rules from Mork Borg without all the super cool doom metal art and extra lore and fluff. We do recommend, of course, that you pick up a copy of Mork Borg because it is an amazing title and the artwork speaks for itself. But if you or your players are just diving in and want to get a sense for the rules, the Bare Bones Edition is always right there at your fingertips. We also have access to all of Mork Borg's digital tools, like their character generator. Now, if you wanted to access that while you're playing the game, let's say you don't want to necessarily play one of our pre-gens, you want to make a new, completely like from scratch character, we can go back here, we can add a blank sheet to our journal, and you'll see this one's not filled out. And then let's say, all right, let's open the character generator. There it is. And let's generate something that we like. Ooh, Morum, the Esoteric Hermit, Bard of the Undying. That sounds cool. Now, of course, We can copy any of this information we want. We can bring it back and paste it into our sheet as we'd like. And the same thing is true for anything from the dungeon generator. This is great for GMs who just need to generate locations on the fly. I, for one, run almost all my board games completely improv. I almost do no prep whenever I'm running a session with my friends. I love the way that this system enables that, and I love the way that their digital tools make that even faster and easier for me. They have a monster generator. Look at that. You can crack the egg, get a new monster. And they have a ton of great free content for you. Bestiary, overland travel rules, extra feats, there's custom adventures, there's like weird merchants and strange gear. Really, you could get started and run a Mork Borg campaign that runs for many, many, many sessions just with the materials available for free to you in this room. We also have a couple of images which can be used as reference materials to show your party while you're playing, such as this map of one of the dungeons that is from one of the free adventures here on the platform. As always, our tools make it easy for your party to draw on the map, show off what they're doing, and everything in this room is persistent. So if I were to close this map out and reopen it again, you'll see that everything I did is still there. This is true even if you were to all leave the room. So when your session is complete, your room doesn't necessarily go away. Your party can come back to this for the next adventure, or perhaps your party is doing some activities asynchronously and just need to come in and update some of their materials. The room is always there for them. Your room doesn't go away just because the adventure has ended. This is where your campaign lives. We also have, of course, our die roller materials, and we have other tools for GMs if they want to enhance their experience, such as our audio player, where you can upload music and audio files to play to your party, additional maps and tokens support, and of course, text chat, which has a really great dice log. Let's roll some dice here. So we can see our dice roll showed up in the dice log. And of course, we can also DM with people if we want to whisper to somebody privately. And what's really great is, as I mentioned, asynchronous play is a big part of also what we support here at Roll. So let's say that your party is in between adventures, in between sessions, and you want to do a little bit of async role play, a little play by post. Roll is fully supported on all devices with modern web browsers, from your phone to your tablets to your desktop, laptops, and more. And that means that people can access this chat on any device that they would like. They can post in there what they are doing that day. Perhaps a little bit of, like, again, a little offline RP, a little bit of downtime activities. Maybe somebody's going off on a solo adventure. And because we also have the record of the dice log, you can even have the GM and the players going back and forth and communicating roles and messaging these things. And it's all tracked. And again, it is all persistent to the room, so you never lose track of where you are in the story. And again, this is how easy it is to get started playing Mork Borg on Roll. All of these materials you see here are free and available today on the platform. No purchase necessary. And what's really cool is this isn't even the only Mork Borg title that we have. Let's take a look at some of the other Mork Borg compatible titles available on Roll. We also have Soul Burner from World Champ Game Co., an extremely cool Mork Borg spin-off product that is a merger between Mork Borg and World Champs game Necronautilus. And again, we have free preview rooms you can jump into, some pre-gen characters, blank sheets and materials. You can jump right in and have your own cool standalone Soul Burner adventure. You could also, of course, merge some of these materials with your core Mork Borg game and create your own hybrid adventure. We also have official support for Vast Grimm. Vast Grimm is like if you took Mork Borg into the screaming depths of space with strange, goopy monsters and esoteric horrors that reach out from the stars to grab you. And again, we have a bunch of awesome pre-gen characters here. We have some sheets, and this is what I mentioned before about how we don't just often have sheets for blank characters, we also have sheets for tracking encounters or tracking the references for your rules so that everybody at the table knows immediately what various actions are available to them. And similar to our Mork Borg room, the Vast Grimm room has some links to some really, really cool materials as well, such as their own unique character generator. Which again, if you're familiar with the Mork Borg character generator, you'll find the Vast Grimm one to be very similar in both style and user experience. And so this is just yet another way that you can bring that awesome OSR Mork Borg experience to any universe you want. And if you don't see a title on roll that you specifically are interested in playing, let's say that you're like, oh, you know, Soulburner, Vast Grimm, Mork Borg, these are all great, but I really want to customize and make it my own. You can, of course, go into your room and you can customize the theming of this room. You can change the artwork, change all the colors. You can really make it your own unique setting so that your party and your adventure is bespoke to you. And let's say that you are running perhaps your own Mork Borg spin-off or your own modified version of the game. There is nothing stopping you from diving in to our sheet and template builder. Let's go grab this Mork Borg sheet here and save it to our account. There's nothing stopping you in here from duplicating it and then going into the builder and tweaking it and editing it yourself. So you don't have to always start from scratch. You could say, you know, I'm designing my own Mork Borg product and I want to make sure it's compatible to work on roll. I want to run this with my friends, my party, my fans, and I want to just be able to start with this template and customize it. Maybe swap out, you know, the imagery, change some of the stats, move some things around, add my own components. Everything on roll is drag and drop, 100% code free and free to use. And you can then take your creation and immediately publish it back onto the platform so that everyone using roll has support for your version of this title and your custom works. Anyway, that's everything I have to show you today. And I hope this helped you understand how fast and easy it is to set up your next game on roll. Whether it is the Doom fantasy of Mork Borg, or the screaming darkness of Vast Grimm, or something completely homebrewed in your own, your next adventure is literally only one click away. Roll is free and easy to use and available today. Thanks for playing with us.